What's up, everybody? Welcome to That Hashtag Show's Comic Book Reviews by Johnny Parker, aka Johnny Dope Kicks. Today we're reviewing Power Rangers Ranger Slayer #1, written by Ryan Parrott, art by Dan Moore, and colors by Raul Angelo. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the dope thing about this series is that Ryan Parrott has been working on Power Rangers for a long time now. He's worked in the middle of the Shattered Grid storyline, he's worked on a lot of other great things. And so he's well versed in the history and the mythos of not only Power Rangers, but the Power Rangers comic book universe. And so when you read this, again, you're seeing a veteran author like Ed work here, playing with all the tools he's been given. But at the same time, though, the dope thing about Ranger Slayer #1 is it gives you all the backstory you need to understand everything that's happening in this world. So if you didn't read Shattered Grid, that's totally fine. This story is really accessible. Now, the story itself is pretty much about Kimberly, aka the Ranger Slayer, and her returning back to her home world after the events of Shattered Grid and the defeat of Lord Dakkon. The cool thing about this is, though, is that Kimberly is suffering from again a lot of anxiety and depression because of the sins that she's committed in the past. And now she's come back to this world trying to make up for what she's done in the past. She goes back up, meets up with Trini and Zach, and is trying to make amends. From here, though, they're trying to save their world. Now, if you want to hear more, I want to go into some spoilers. So if you need to, go ahead and skip to this point in the video you see below to hear my final thoughts if you don't want to hear any spoilers. As the issue starts off, Kimberly returns back to her home world, nervous to be back in the place where she committed a great deal of her atrocities. Before she gets her head wrapped around that, though, she's forced to fight off some Ranger zombies attacking the populace. After slaying the zombies, she goes to meet up with the resistance, Zach and Trini. At first, they're nervous to take her back in, but thanks to some kind words from Bulk about giving second chances, they decide to welcome her back. While all this is going on, Scapina and Fister 5 are scheming of ways to keep control of Lord Dakkon's kingdom, given that he's been gone for months and may have been defeated. The good guys decide to investigate these Ranger zombies and discover that they're coming from the command center. After some sweet Zord fights, they break in and discover the zombies are coming from a revived Rita Repulsa. Rita does what Rita does and six a zombified version of Goldar and the Rangers, destroying Kimberly's Zord in a sick battle. Defeated, with nowhere else to turn, the good guys go to Scapina for help, figuring the classic, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Given how powerful Rita has become, they all team up and what follows is an epic battle, full of Zord fights and close calls. But as always, Rita's defeated in the end. With Rita gone, they all need to decide who should lead this new world in Dakkon's absence. And after some initial squabble, they settle on Kimberly, given that she's the only one with Ranger powers, plus the soldiers still respect her because of her close relationship with Dakkon. Thus, the issue ends with the Ranger Slayer sitting upon the throne of the world she helped destroy. Okay, first off, the art by Dan Moore is amazing as always. Dan's a seasoned vet at drawing Power Rangers, and you can tell that he loves doing it as well. His action scenes are amazing and engaging. Panel design is top notch, and his characters are well drawn and mold emotion very well. And the colors, oh, superb, beautiful, engaging, super awesome. Now, my one drawback here is the writing. Ryan Parrott does a great job of building and setting up this world in this 40-page plus issue. The dialogue is fun, and the action scenes are awesome. But the whole time I'm reading, I want them to slow down. Maybe it's the editorial mandate that he cram everything into this one issue, but the drawback is a lot of the emotional moments don't get enough time to take hold. Kimberly literally helped destroy this world, but there's enough time to see her struggle with that, go into the guilt, feel bad, feel the sadness. Trini is the reason for Rita's return, but she's also given enough time to struggle with the guilt of her decisions. Nor are Kimberly and Trini ever given a time to maybe support each other, because they've both made horrendous mistakes that are leading to all the bad things happening right now, but there's never given time to see them interact and really discuss or go into this at all. And Zach didn't even have enough time to break down. If Zach ain't pop locking, then my jaw ain't dropping. But seriously, this book could have been slowed down a lot, and this could have been 4 or 5 issues instead of this 140-page issue. Now, again, it's really cool. Ryan's a great writer, and you see that in his understanding of the characters and the emotional depth and the action scenes that happen here, but it just could have been a lot better if this was just spaced out and given more time to breathe. Hopefully, after this, the series will slow down from here and take its time, but all in all, it's a great jumping on point, and I recommend you give it a read. So this gets a solid 3 out of 5. In the comments, please share with me what you thought of the issue, and as always, give me a follow at JohnnyP313 on Instagram and Twitter, and you can also find my comics on Gumroad at JohnnyP313, or you can also check out my Patreon at JohnnyP313. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. We out.